Take it back 2 months. Remember the story on Lindsay that we did? Lindsay was having a baby at GBMC, and she was, I don't want to deliver alone.
A little stressed.
I want my husband with me. Can you imagine? And she did. A couple weeks ago, they delivered. Can you imagine having a baby during this pandemic? Well, it's happening every day. WMAR 2 News' ERIN MACPHERSON talked with a family who just had their first child last month.
Say good morning.
This is MITTLEMAN, just over 5 weeks old, born in the middle of a global pandemic.
There's a reason that we gave this little one the name that we did, and her name translates from the biblical Hebrew, divine light. So it's pretty dark out there. We have no one knows what the future is going to hold, but I think the least we can do is kind of look toward the lights, and there are lights.
For Ari Mittleman and Tara Brown, Eliora is their light during this dark time, especially after struggling with infertility for so long.
It's okay to panic for a little bit, and it's okay to be sad, and it's okay to be uncertain, but you really have to focus on the beauty and the magic that is bringing another life into the world, and it's a reminder that life does go on.
With constant changes, the couple realized things wouldn't go quite as planned. It really hit them about a month out from their due date, when Ari wasn't allowed in the hospital for his wife's checkup. Their GBMC breastfeeding class was canceled, and they had to cancel their home nurse who was coming from New York. When it was finally time for delivery, they got to the hospital and had to go through a series of screenings.
Anybody coming onto the campus of GBMC, including myself, we have to stop at a checkpoint where we are asked our screening questions about COVID-19 symptoms. If we don't have any symptoms, then we have our temperature taken.
Dr. Laura ERDMAN delivered Eliora. She says everyone has to wear face masks while in the hospital, and they're constantly washing their hands. As for the doctors and nurses, they have full personal protective equipment, including gloves, face shields, and gowns.
I heard Ari Mittleman say that when I walked in, he didn't even recognize me. So it's odd to walk into somebody's room, somebody whom you've known for 9 months and taken care of, and have to reintroduce yourself because they don't know what you look like.
Measures taken to keep everyone healthy. Even during this pandemic, Dr. ERDMAN says having a baby in the hospital is still the best option.
We are taking all the precautions that we can to ensure not only a safe delivery, but also a memorable delivery. It's such an important time in life. We wanted to make sure that we focused on our patient-centered care and had moms recall their delivery with great joy and not as a fearful event, but something that really changed their lives in a wonderful way.
GBMC's policy usually allows 5 people in the delivery room, 3 when it's time to push, and as many visitors after birth. Now they only allow 1 visitor for delivery and none in the rest of the hospital.
I'm one person, but I had the energy and contributed enough for 5 people.
With no complications or worries, Eliora was born on April 19th.
Despite the times that we're in, despite the fact that, he was the only visitor allowed in the room, which I actually think in hindsight is a good thing, and despite the fact that they're in full PPE, they made us feel like, we're having a baby, and this is an exciting, amazing moment, and we should embrace it and really be joyous.
Ari and Tara have a strong community who've been supporting them over the years, a group they've really wanted to be able to celebrate this time with. Now, since they can't do that right now, they're planning a big birthday bash for Eliora's first birthday next year, and until then, they're sending their friends and family plenty of pictures and videos. In Towson, ERIN MACPHERSON, WMAR 2 News.